Hi, this is Jenny Padilla. This is my prototype 3. I haven't done a whole lot, honestly, with the aesthetics of it. I had to change everything over from using the PHP. I ended up changing it to Node.js using JavaScript and using the Socket.io, so that because my thing is it needs to be instant. It's supposed to be like a doorbell, kind of like a doorbell, but where it alerts somebody on their computer. So like if it's a mother at work and her kids are home and somebody comes to the door, it alerts her to know that somebody's at their house so that she can call them, find out who it is, or whatever. So I also wanted it to work for people who were hearing impaired, that if they're on their computers and the doorbell was to ring, that the screen would flash or something like that to get their attention. I thought at some point maybe even where their phone would vibrate when somebody pushes the button, so it's not just the flashing screen. So there's not a whole lot more I actually want to add. It's mainly just making the screen flash in a way that's noticeable and adding sound to when somebody presses the button. That's about it, because they're not going to be navigating this a lot. It's just really supposed to be more like an alert. I thought it could even be good for like 911, where people, you have an emergency even inside your house and you press that button and somehow it was to call 911 for you, or somebody to call 911 or something like that. I think there's a lot of different uses for it, but so I did put this together. It's not finished, but I've got the breadboard inside here, and I'm eventually going to close it up. I just wanted to be able to show what it was, and the Pi I actually want to put inside of something, even maybe hook it up with a battery so that it could be used, the way I want it to be used, where it doesn't have to be plugged in. And this right here is where I put the button. I've got the LED kind of sticking out here. I haven't figured out exactly how to do this yet. And then the buttons here, and I thought maybe even of putting this and this together, but for now, this is what I've done. So, but it's actually working a lot better because you don't have to refresh the screen. It works, I'm sure you know what the Socket.io is, back and forth, where it's like in real time. So this is, and one thing I did add to the page was the reset button, so that after the parent or whoever sees, they can reset it back so that if somebody else comes to the door, and this way I don't really have to create a loop for it. Only thing I have to do is pretty much set it up to execute when the Pi turns on, and from there it should continue to work. So here I've let's see, as far as my code goes, it's all different. I found a tutorial on W3 Schools or whatever that is, and kind of followed that, and then I had to go through and add, I had to do a lot of stuff, change up. I was trying a lot of things. CSS, I was having a lot of issues trying to get the style to work with a CSS file. So far I'm figuring out how to use the CSS, the inline, so that I don't have to have that, because I can show you when I try to load, let's see here. When I try, that's not even it. I gotta set this down for just a second. Okay, I don't know what it's doing here. Anyways, the CSS I was having issues with. Can't figure out why it's, let's see. Okay, here it is. So I've got a lot of commented out because I've been trying lots of different things. So this here, when it requests the handler, it's requesting the HTML file and, you know, giving an error if it can't find it. And then I tried, you know, doing another set like this with the CSS file. I can't get it to work. And then I actually found something that did work, that made it work, but it made my button stop working. So I'm still working with that, but probably I'm just going to make the CSS the inline. Anyways, so just to finish and show what it's doing, I'm going to run it. So when I run it here and then I go to the server, I just did the, you know, it's doing the 80/80 for now, and here it is. So so it just says there's somebody at the door right now, but when you press the button, the light comes on. The light stays on right now. I'm working on getting that to cut off when it resets. But now I can go in here and I can hit reset, and when I hit the button again, it comes right back. So it's just instant. There's no reloading or refreshing. It just instantly goes. So I'm happy about that. So mainly all I need to do is just get the alert set up, the sound and the picture, and then it's complete. So that's it. Thank you.